All right, so you're trying to grow on YouTube, right? And you've probably watched, I don't know, a million videos about it, read all the articles, and you're probably feeling kind of lost. There's just so much advice out there, and a lot of it contradicts itself. It's a lot. Well, you can take a deep breath. Today, we're going to cut right through all that noise.
So let's just jump straight into it. How do you actually build a successful YouTube channel today? Because, it's not just about racking up views. It's about building something real, something that has an impact. And in just the next few minutes, I'm going to give you a super clear, step-by-step roadmap that's built on what the pros, the top creators, are really doing. Okay, we've boiled everything down to 4 key pillars. Seriously, that's it. Think of this as your blueprint for growth. We're going to cover laying your foundation, making one killer video, building a content machine, and then creating a growth loop so you just keep getting better. All right, pillar number 1, laying your foundation. So many creators they just turn on the camera and hope for the best. But let's be real, long-term success isn't about luck. It's about strategy, and that strategy starts way before you even think about hitting record. So the very first thing you got to ask yourself is this a hobby or is it a business? Now look, making videos as a hobby is awesome. It's all about you, it's about having fun, but if you want growth, you've got to start thinking like a business. And that means shifting your focus from making videos for yourself to making videos that give value to someone else. And a business needs a niche. I know, that word gets thrown around a lot and can sound kind of scary, but don't worry. The creator, Abdaal, breaks it down perfectly. It's just 2 simple things: a specific audience, that's the who you help part, and a clear value proposition. That's the how you help them part. That's it. Who are you making videos for, and how are you going to make their life better? Another creator, Koi, has this amazing way of thinking about it. He calls it transformation. So instead of just a niche, think about the journey you're taking your viewer on. They start at point A, right? They've got a problem, a frustration. Your channel, your videos, that's the bridge that gets them to point B, to where they want to be. When you think like that, everything you do becomes about the viewer. It really all comes down to that old Sun Tzu quote you hear the Think Media guys talk about. Every battle is won before it is ever fought. All this planning, your strategy, your niche, figuring out that transformation, that's you winning the YouTube battle before you even press the record button. Okay, that brings us to pillar 2, the irresistible video formula. So you've got the strategy down. Now, how do we make a single video that people have to watch? This is where the 80-20 rule comes in, big time. Creator Koi points out that 80% of your video's success, it actually comes from just 20% of your work. And what's that magical 20%? It's the idea and how you package it. We're talking title and thumbnail. That is where the game is won or lost. And Abdaal has this brilliant, super simple 3-step formula. Ready? Step 1, get them to click. Step 2, get them to watch. And step 3, get them to like you. That's it. That is the entire game right there. Click, watch, like. So how do we do that? Well, the click comes from a title and thumbnail that sparks curiosity. The watch comes from a killer hook in the first few seconds and then actually delivering real value. And the like? That's just you. Your personality, your vibe, being authentically you. I absolutely love this analogy from Koi. He says to think of your valuable content as medicine. It's what the viewer needs. But let's be honest, nobody wants to take medicine. So your job as a creator is to wrap that medicine in something delicious. Make it a candy bar. Make it something they can't wait to consume. Okay, so now you know how to make one great video. Awesome. But YouTube isn't about a one-hit wonder. It's a long game. It's about consistency. And that's what Pillar 3 is all about, building a content engine so you can do this over and over again without burning out. So why is being consistent so important? Abdaal puts it perfectly. Every single video you upload is a lottery ticket. You just never know which one is going to hit. The more you play, the more chances you have to win, to have that one video pop off and get people to discover everything else you've made. And to be consistent, you can't just wing it. You need a system. We can boil down Think Media's whole process into 3 simple stages. First, you plan. You research, you figure out what's working. Second, you create. You shoot, you edit, you upload. And third, you launch. You give that video an initial push to get the ball rolling. So what's the magic number to aim for? You hear this from guys like Mr. Beast all the time. Make your first 100 videos. But here's the key. The goal of those first 100 videos is not to get views. Nope. The goal is to get your reps in. It's your training montage.
It's how you learn the skills and actually get good at this. And that leads us perfectly into our final pillar, number 4, creating the growth loop. Because look, making 100 videos is completely useless if you don't learn from a single one of them. This last piece is how you make sure every video makes the next one just a little bit better. The main idea here is super simple. What gets measured gets improved. If you're not looking at your analytics, you are flying blind. You're just guessing. Your YouTube Studio dashboard. Think of it like your report card. It tells you exactly what you're acing and where you need to study. Okay, so what numbers actually matter? Don't get overwhelmed, just focus on a few key things. Click-through rate, or CTR. That tells you if your title and thumbnail worked. Average view duration, or AVD. That tells you if people are actually sticking around. The retention graph shows you the exact moment people get bored. But the most important thing, look for your outliers. Find that one video out of your last 10 that did way better than the rest. Because success leaves clues. That outlier video, that's your audience screaming at you, hey, we loved this, make more like this. So your job is to be a detective. Figure out why it worked. Was it the topic? The way you edited it? The title? Find those clues, and then do it again. Make a part 2. And there you have it, the creator's roadmap. It's not magic, it's a process. You build your foundation, you nail the video formula, you build your content engine, and you keep getting better. Your journey to those first 100 videos, it starts right now. So the only real question is, what transformation are you going to create?